YouTube, what it is your friendly neighborhood player partner, Chip the Hustler. We back, and we about to look at this little. It's kind of like a documentary. So I don't know if y'all ever seen Paid in Full. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a lot of UK viewers. I don't know if you ever seen Paid in Full, but it's a great movie. I think it was produced by Dame Dash. Yeah, Dame Dash. You should look at it if you ain't seen it, but it's one of my favorites. I really mess with it. And I think you guys would like it if y'all wanted to tune in. So if y'all want to check it out, check it out. But this character, Alpo, he was based on, well, the character Rico was based on Alpo. He was crazy. And he was ruthless. Dirty as hell. If you see the movie Paid in Full, you know he the one that shot Mitch. He was super dirty. Damn, I'm tripping. He used to ride motorcycles and whatnot. But the real person, Alpo, he got killed. Was it last year? If it wasn't last year, it was the year before last, around Halloween. He had wore a Louis Vuitton Jason mask, and somebody caught him slipping after he came home. All them years, he got hit up in his round truck. It was crazy. It was like the night after Halloween or the night of Halloween. He was coming back home at like 4 in the morning. But anyways, man, we go ahead and get to it. That's your boy Chip the Hustler. If you do like the content and it's your first time here, man, please feel free to drop a like. And even comment, and please sub as well if you like the content. I appreciate y'all for your time. I had to do this once I seen Alpo, so I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and hop in here and do this. So let's go. Let's see what they got cooking with this, because I'm definitely interested in learning about him, because I just know from the movie he was ruthless. Everybody hated, bro, because in the movie Cameron played him, and actually, you know what's crazy? Cameron got shot behind that. In real life, he got shot behind playing Alpo. Niggas was like really on his top about it. So let's go.
Three Harlem kids, born into poverty, became kings of New York. Like Nicky Barnes, Bumpy Johnson, and Frank Lucas before them. Alpo Martinez, Richie Porter, and AZ Faison. Practically.
So Richie Porter, that was Mitch. That was Ace in the far left. In the middle was Rico in the movie Paid in Full. So again, if y'all ever watch it, y'all see it. Rich Porter on the right, far left. Well, yeah, my far left, that's Ace. You know, I see you shining, baby. That's Ace. And then in the middle is Rico, quote unquote.
Owned their own city blocks. But only one would rise to the level of the gangsters they chose to follow.
He started at a very, very young age. I think he may have started as early as 14 distributing or running drugs for different organizations there. Proved he could be trusted, and then just gradually moved up the ladder.
He got to the top rung by being both nice and ruthless.
He would draw people to him, get them to trust him.
He started out as a hustler, selling small bottles of cocaine on street corners to users and small-time dealers who turned the product into crack.
When we went to buy the bottles, you know, we wasn't buying a pack. We would come out there with, like, you know, dollies.
So again, you gotta remember, this is Ace. I see you shining, baby. That's him. One thing about the movie that he didn't like his character being portrayed as, I think it was towards the end when Ace cut a deal with the feds. I think it was to get, if I'm remembering right, it was to get Rico wrapped up or something like that. It was something on the lines of, I think he, don't quote me because I ain't seen the movie in so long. It used to come on BET all the time. I think he had snitched to get Rico lined up, and that's how he got lined up. And he was mad in real life about the movie because he was like, that's not how it went. But you always know how it go, even with the BMF stuff. Was it J-Bo? Not J-Bo. Blue Da Vinci. It was Blue Da Vinci that was upset about being called a snitch and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, they've been doing documentaries about it, and he swear up and down he wouldn't snitch. But, yeah.
A whole bunch of it was nuts, man. See these little doors, it was a door right there before they remodeled that building. It was a spot right there, like a storefront. That was my game room called the video jukebox. We would put the money in the game and come back with more drugs and sell it. But this place used to be crowded with customers. A lot of drugs being sold out of there. good dope sell itself. If you got the best, you ain't really got to do all that foolishness. You playing defense more so than offense when you got some good.
Consider that New Year's resolutions are not the answer for you this year. You need real solutions, and therapy.
You being hunted, that's where I stood. I knew I had the best.
They hid the cocaine inside games like Pac-Man and Asteroid in case of a raid.
Not just from the cops. You got stick-up kids out there. You got a lot of people, a lot of creeps in that crowd just as well, man. So you want to stay as low off the radar as much as possible.
And this was how the Cocaine Brotherhood began to break apart.
Alpo Martinez was an individual that just loved the limelight, and that was what caused a lot of issues.
It's always one nigga, man. I promise you. It's always one, bro. It's never the whole group. That's why I say, y'all watch these videos time to time. If you're gonna do something, do it by yourself. Don't do it as an organization, because it's always one nigga. He can't just be low, bro.
Alpo like good things, nice things, but wow. Get a motorcycle, buy a brand new bike where the crowd is at, do wheelies, crash it, and the next day go buy another motorcycle. That's who he was. Spent a lot of money on fireworks, thousands of dollars, 10,000, and just come uptown and light it up, but he liked it, that attention. And in the game, we don't need that. So I was always, this crazy. You understand? Me and Rich want to stay as low off the radar as much as possible, man. But for some reason, he couldn't understand that, man.
The first king to suffer for their fame and their stature was the least likely.
This is the building right here, Joy and Blue. My aunt used to live there. There was 3 people. My sister's boyfriend at the time. He set me up, you understand? Try to rob me.
Hazy Faison survived a brutal assault, 9 bullet wounds, 2 to the head. While AZ turned away from the game, Alpo just turned his attention south. A business opportunity opened up in Washington, D.C., just months before the attack on AZ.
Rayful Edmonds was, at the time, the biggest deal we had in Washington.
He was responsible for maybe 70%, 80%. It's difficult to measure, but of bringing all the cocaine into D.C.
Rayful Edmonds was arrested in April 1989. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole, just 1 month after the shooting in the Bronx that nearly killed AZ.
The vacuum left by disruption of Rayful Edmonds' organization left the way clear for someone else, another drug kingpin, to emerge and take control of the market.
The mayor of Harlem set his sights on expanding his business into the nation's capital.
Alpo was going to D.C., making a lot of money, and, I saw it for myself. I'm bringing in duffel bags of money from D.C. Rich still working with him.
Alpo and Richie Porter still shared business and suppliers.
Martinez could get hundreds of kilos of cocaine in New York City at $18,000 a kilo and just flip them here in D.C. for $3,000 profit per each kilo. His cost was essentially a 5-hour drive to Washington, D.C., and maybe an hour it took to find his customers.
I mean, he had just as many connections. He could put his hands on just as much cash as Rayful.
Hyundai Tucson versus Toyota RAV4. Look what Tucson has, and what
The thing, how I view this, like, you can't do shit like that no more. Like, I'm pretty sure it's people that, like, play around and, they do their thing, but excuse me, I'm sorry. I just don't see. Go on, girl. This dog here. Go. Bye. Go on. I just don't see people moving around like that no more, just because like at the end of the day, you know, it's just too much going on. You got sky cops, you got phones, you got you know, all type of different agencies, people snitching centers, people getting paid $100,000 a year to tell. You got, like, it's a whole career to snitch on people. Like, you know, it's just doing it like that in the BMF level. I don't see it happening, bro. I just don't. It's just not something that I would believe that is feasible at today's time. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Alpo changed his game in the new market. He stopped selling little bottles on the street corner and started selling kilos of cocaine to many of Rayful Edmonds' old customers. He would return to New York to buy more product, sometimes through Richie Porter. He tried to convince Rich to come with him, but the new business put a distance between the two old friends.
Rich allegedly overcharged him from $3,000 to $5,000 a key. Now, when you're buying 100 or 200 keys, that adds up to a lot of money.
Rich ain't in the game working for free.
Nobody was following any rules, and obviously, when that happens, they were all reaching for their 9mm.
That week, Alpo was in New York. With one of his hitmen at his side, he confronted Porter and accused him of overcharging.
Rich denied it 2, 3, 4 times, and finally, feeling that Rich Porter shorted him money, Alpo got him in the car and drove him to Orchard Beach.
One of his subordinates shoots Rich Porter in the head, and he doesn't die. So Alpo Martinez walks up to him and shoots him several times in the head.
Why you gotta kill him? You're not even looking at life no more, bruh. The game's turning you into a cold-blooded monster, man.
Man, swear. That's crazy. In the movie, it was a little bit different, though. He had kind of cornered him in the, it was like a hallway. It was crazy, too. It was like a hallway in like an apartment building. And he hit him like a couple times in the chest because Mekhi Phifer played him in the movie. So, you know, the movie going to be a little different, but, you know, this is a lot different because, you know, they can't, I guess you can't put the whole how it happened or whatever, you know, in the movies, but in the movie it was a little different. But I didn't know he got shot in the head several times, like damn near in the face, really. And they drove him off somewhere. Like, it was completely different in the movie.
Once upon a time, there were 3 kings from Harlem. One gave up the game after surviving 2 bullets to the head. The second king lost his life after the third king took it. On November 8th, 1991, Alpo Martinez was arrested after being pulled over on the south side of Washington, D.C.
They didn't have any murder cases on Alpo, but they had a drug case that could put him away for life. And that's what got his attention.
They was really trying to get his ass for years, though. Like, they was trying to get Alpo for some time, bro. Like, I ain't talking about the feds. I'm talking about them people that got to him. Like, they been wanting that dude to get, you know, popped. And I remember when he got out, they was like, that nigga Alpo walking around and y'all ain't did shit to him. Like, they was tripping, bruh, because they been wanting him for a long time. And then it was crazy because I just wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, well, you know, in my mind, I'm like, it's a new day. I mean, everybody can get touched, but, you know, niggas get shot every day. But I just figured because, you know, he was a high profile, like, target. And as we know, like, with all the stuff that's been going on in the news, like, bruh, ain't nobody safe. If they want you, they gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? And they got him a couple years ago, so, you know. But I didn't think it was gonna happen. Just like this Tekashi 6ix9ine stuff, he's still walking around. George Zimmerman, he's still walking around. Like, I just would have never thought that they was gonna, you know. But they also not street people in that way, so, you know how that go.
Under the federal Kingpin statute, if the government could link the leader of a gang to killings ordered to further the criminal enterprise, the death penalty comes into play.
Alpo knew that we were gonna eventually solve these murders. He was a pretty good businessman when it comes to assessing risks. And so his risk assessment drove him to make a business decision that he should strike a deal with the government because he had information to trade. And boy, did he.
All told, Alpo admitted to ordering 14 killings.
The one that
14 is wild.
that I saw that
14 is crazy. You know, and like just like listening to it, like, bro, people talk. People talk. You feel me? Like when, you know, people back against the wall. I'm not gonna say everybody, but you know, people talk. So let's say you the head of this organization and you known to be dirty as hell. Like, man, they start questioning people. They start putting, you know, people start looking at these football numbers, bro. They gon', what the hell was it? Sit down somewhere. Damn. What you doing over there? But yeah, they start seeing these football numbers and everything. They gonna start really just like second guessing if they, you know, if your loyalty, if their loyalty is to you, because like as we see, you be knocking folks down that don't get with your program, or you feel a little way different. So yeah, people back against the wall, not all, but yeah, people talk. And I think that, like, he probably understood that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, sometimes, man, you get this power and this pride, bro, and you get that money, man, you just feel untouchable. And you just start moving in the way of like, you know, you just can't fathom. Like, you just be thinking you're unstoppable. And I think that's what happened to him, because, bro, to get out, to snitch on them type of people and, you know, do what he just did, I feel like to go back home and party is rubbing it in folks' face, bro. You know those people out here, because that wasn't that long ago. I think all this was going on in the 80s, 90s type. You feel me? I'm not sure. But I think it's like 80s, 90s, late 80s, 90s, maybe early 90s type. Bro, I was born in 90. Not that long ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that shit still be fresh. Especially when you done put people away, took people from people's families, and you was doing dirt. Like, I think that, yeah, it's not far-fetched to get you gone. You know what I mean? And you out here in the same streets you was doing dirt in and rubbing it in people's face. Yeah, bro, it was bound to happen. I just didn't think it would happen, though. I'm not surprised it did. You know what I mean?
that I thought he was most remorseful for and showed any emotion at all really was Richie Porter. It took a long time to get to the point of him confessing to Richie Porter's murder. And he just finally said, hey, I did it.
I never lose sight of the fact that he's responsible for 14 incredibly brutal murders.
That's low down, bro. Low down, bro. You killed your friend over some money, bro. Bro, okay, let's say he did overcharge you like $5,000. Bruh, if you buying it through me, you not gonna get it for free, bruh. Especially this shit risky, bruh. Everybody need, they need their points here and there, bruh. Like, I get that. So, like, I just don't understand what, again, power and pride, bruh. I do understand. That's what happened, power and pride.
And ran a huge drug trafficking organization that preyed upon the addictions and misery of other people just so that he could make a fortune. Essentially, you have to do a deal with the devil. A guy that probably should be doing life in prison, a guy that probably should have gotten the death penalty.
Despite cooperating, he was sentenced to 35 years. With good behavior, he can get out in the year 2019.
When you look in the mirror, question is, who are you, man? Could you live with yourself? I respect the game, but I know the game don't respect nobody, man. For real, you gotta...
He keeping that so 100. It sure don't. You gotta be on toes.
Stop, or you'll be stopped. Eventually. It ain't no excuses. Excuses be gone. That's how I see it.
That was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. Some of that stuff I didn't know, but they didn't even get detailed. Like, they didn't get as detailed as I thought they would. I thought they was finna get to the T. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was finna spill the beans. You hear me? Like, I thought they was finna get a nigga everything, the whole kit and caboodle. You hear me? But they didn't. I'm thinking I'm getting some juicy. Most of that stuff I already knew, bro. But, you know, nonetheless, I like watching stuff like this. History, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was a pretty good little maneuver, man. If it's your boy Chip. If you like this stuff, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub. Tell me some suggestions. Tell me where I should go. Tell me what I should do. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want me to react to. Tell me all that, because I want to hear it all. But, yeah, I ain't got too much more to say. I'm gone.